Hey, welcome back. You know, there's nothing like having a little comfort in your life at our age. And I like to be comfortable. And it's something we strive for. It's important. But just don't let it be your prison. Don't let it keep you from getting out and trying new things. You know, comfort can be this soft prison that traps your soul, keeps you from getting out and having new adventures. And it's kind of a trap. You know, the longer you strive for it, the more fear you have of losing it. And fear is a terrible thing. And you know, there's no reason to have that fear. You need to get out. There's no reason for life to end when you're our age. So it's important to keep active. The wife and I come up here sometimes. We get out just to get out. And of course, I've got the heritage, and I'm always out. Even if I don't feel like it, I push myself. And it's important. Otherwise, we're going to shrivel up in that rocking chair. So did you ever want to do something and stop because it would be uncomfortable? I know I have in the past. And your friends, you still hanging out with friends maybe you've known since college, and they're just kind of comfortable. They don't really add anything to your life, but you're too afraid to change or lose that comfort in your life. Sometimes we just need to move on. And I know I have, sometimes not by choice, but, you know, move on to all aspects in your life. Having people around that you're just comfortable with, and they're not really doing anything or adding anything to your life is, well, it's another kind of comfort prison. Nothing wrong with meeting new people, getting out. That's what traveling's about. You know, I'm not a huge social person, but I do like getting out and occasionally meeting somebody, or even somebody else on another motorcycle, which is always good. It's always a conversation starter. But meeting all kinds of new people is a really good thing. My motorcycle was always a good way to push my comfort zone. That's why I like it so much. I've ridden all the mountain ranges out west, most of them. Got to meet a lot of great people. And the unknown's always been exciting to me. You know, finding out what's over that next hill. It's important to me. I remember a bunch of us went down to Arizona, near the Mexican border. There was I forget the name of the town, way down there, but we went to go visit some friends, and the morning we came back, we left at about 4 in the morning, and we all had, I think we rented street glides, and it was, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was street glides. It's back in 2010, and dark, and just cold. But the three of us hopped on that interstate, and I think it was Interstate 8, right near the Mexican border down there. And we just pointed it toward Phoenix. And right in the morning, as the sun starts coming up, we're just laying down on those bikes, freezing. And all of a sudden the sun comes up and you see the desert in bloom. It was one of the most beautiful sights I have ever seen. It was gorgeous. I'll never forget it. I can still feel the cold. I can still smell the desert air. And these are great memories. But I don't want them to be just memories. I still want to do some things. I don't think I'm done. I don't think any of us in our 70s, even 80s, are done. We want to return to those days and keeping healthy to do it. Now, I've traveled all over the world, and I've gotten to do some great things. I was in New Zealand and finished my job, and my client was a big motorcycle guy. Of course, he rode a Triumph, and I love Triumphs, by the way. And I got done 2 days early. He said, you know what? Let's go rent you a Heritage, and let's go ride the entire North Island of New Zealand. I'm the most fortunate guy in the world because we did that. We spent 10, 12 hours riding that island, from the little mountain ranges they have to the farm fields down to the beaches. Those are the things that just make your life worth living. They energize you. In fact, they energize you for future years. And I think we need to keep that. It's don't let them be just wonderful memories. Of course, without some comfort in your life, you don't know the beauty of adventure. I still have a lot of things on my bucket list. I know I'm getting older, but I'm going to push. I want my kids to look at my life and say, look at all those things that old crazy bastard did. I don't want to just roll over. I think it's important to push right to the end. I want them to see that I went to 4 continents and 50 countries and all the states. I want to leave a record of it for them. And I want to be an inspiration to them as they get older, to keep pushing, keep living life. There's just no reason to stop living life at our age. Tempting. That comfort prison is tempting. But there's no reason to. And I love coming to places like this and looking at history. It reminds me of what some of the guys did in the past. You know, they lived their lives right to the end. There's no retirement for them. This garage behind me was in its heyday in its 20s. And those guys had that, it turned into a cafe after that, but they lived life right to the end. They worked their bones off. And I just want to do the same thing. So get out there, whether it's planes, trains, cars, motorcycles, whatever it is. We need to get out there. Well, have yourself an adventure.